How's it going, everybody? Nikki D here, coming to July Man yet again, and today we're going to be taking a look at the newest requested dating app, Luxy. Stay tuned. Alright, so yeah, I haven't done one of these in a while, I know, but Luxy was recently recommended, and I figured we'd give it a go. Now, I want you to hang on to something, because this is going to be quite the video. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. So, Luxy is another one of these, like, high-quality dating apps. I'm going to use that in quote. Oh my god. I'm going to use that in quotations probably, possibly a few times here when talking about some of the things that Luxy has to offer. Anyway, so the account setup was an interesting setup. Yeah, I don't even really know where to start with it. My frustration is coming already. Just as I'm reading my own notes, like I'm just reliving the moments that I had to deal with. So when you go to set up, there's like a cinematic that plays in the background. Looks very fancy, looks very modern. That's a good sign. That's okay. I don't need there to be a cinematic playing in the background, but it looks fine. It looks clean. Okay. Apple ID or email only. We're doing this on an iPhone, so that's rather unfortunate that you couldn't just be like sign in with like a phone number or like make an account, no Facebook link, that kind of thing. So that's interesting. Going through the actual setup, so you are given photo guidelines, which we're going to get into in just a second, but they give you a couple photo guidelines, which are basically just tips on how to make there'll be like a little row on the bottom, and it'll be like, here's some things not to do. Now, they don't really explain too much, but it'll just be like a picture with like 3 people, and it'll be like an X by like group photos, for example. However, this one already is off to a bad start. So it'll actually show some good photos, and it'll put like how many likes those profiles are getting, for example. Like one of them had like some good looking dude, and it was like 999 plus likes, which is completely BS, right? I'm going to post a photo just like that guy does, and I'd get like 2. So it doesn't exist, okay? That's a false advertisement to try to get your hopes up. I created my profile, and I'm told right away, by the way, that it's in review, and there's a countdown. So a countdown comes up on the screen automatically, like a live countdown. 24-hour countdown, by the way. Sorry, Katie, you're going to have to get muted. Anyway, but yeah, so there's a live countdown. And I was like, okay, well, that's kind of weird. Like, I wonder if someone's manually verifying it. I'm not too sure. So when the countdown comes up, you're given a percentage of how likely, apparently, you are to pass. And you can get that percentage up by doing various things. Like, for example, uploading more photos, verifying your account with a photo, that kind of thing, right? So, okay. So I guess if you had like a blank account with one picture, they'd probably decline you. I don't really understand. But that would be my guess of the situation. I think 24 hours is extremely long. Maybe it's to like give people time, but I think if you're going to sign up to a dating app, you're not going to wait 24 hours to upload a couple pictures. You're going to do it within the first like 20 minutes. So I would say actually 12 hours at the tops would be what that needs to be. Right away, by the way, after that, you are prompted for Luxy Black, which apparently, that's their subscription model, which apparently now will immediately bypass the 24-hour waiting time and get you instant access. So we'll talk about Luxy Black farther down the road, because we have a lot to talk about with that. I uploaded random photos. One of them is a can of beefaroni. Maybe I put it on screen. I thought it was funny. And I actually got approved. You can select tags, which are basically interests. You can list your salary in your profile. I hate when that's even a prompt. Like say I put 60,000 in there. I just don't think that's something you should even have. Search preferences we'll get to later, but you can't even search for that anyway. So there you have it. And when cleaning your profile, you're asked to rate it, and it's either a 5-star rating or no. That's literally what it gives you. You can't give it a 4. You can't give it a 3. You can't give it a 4.5. You have to give it a 5. So I just said no. When filling in my bio, it was weird. So I don't know if this is a common thing, but a notification popped up on the top of my screen, like just randomly popped up, and it even like I stopped typing. Like I think it kind of like took me out of the text, and it was someone bought Luxy Black, and I had to see that someone had bought the subscription. I didn't like that at all. I think that's a really intrusive way to try to tell you that people have bought the subscription. Like you can put like maybe like I don't know, like a community tab and have some information there. Like, hey, you know, shout out to Nikki D. He just bought a month of Luxy Black. But yeah, it's just that was odd. So when you're verifying, you have a few things you can do. You have like you have the phone number, of course. Like you have like the photo. Apparently, it gives you improved chances of passing. Okay, which I would believe. And it also apparently tells you get privileges when you do that. So you get the verified badge first in the recommended, and then it just said more privileges when you verify your account. I don't know what that is. It doesn't explain. I have in my next notes, I have the subscription. We're going to skip it just for a minute. So there's some things that you can buy in general with Luxy Black. They have a coin system as well. We're going to get to that probably next, but I want to leave that for just a moment. Search preferences are extremely basic. You have age, sex. That's it. And I think distance at tops. The paid features are the locations, newly joined, and verified first. So not a whole lot to work with there. My camera's dying, by the way, so I have to kind of speed this up. Matching, you can search. So basically, you get a bunch of profiles that'll come up every day. They'll just automatically pop up to you. It's really annoying and intrusive. That's like your kind of liking and disliking system, which obviously we'll get into a little bit more in the payment system. And you can't just message people for free unless you pay for that, by the way. There is a search feature though, so you can look at hot profiles, verified, nearby, online, and newest. Surprisingly, are kind of free, and you get a small or a set amount of profiles, by the way, like I said, that pop up daily. I don't know what the number is though, and you do have like a set amount of likes, so you can use this site for free, but obviously they try to shove it down your throat to buy it. Okay, just some extra features. We're gonna do the subscription last. So some extra features. There's a popularity tab. So it apparently tells you how many visits and views your profile has. It actually has like a graph. It looked hilarious. And you can pay for more, which is hilarious. So it's actually 500 views is what you would pay for example, for 399 coins. We'll get to the coins in a moment. 3,000 views for $8.99 for coins, so 899 coins, and 1,500 views for 699 coins. There's a Charmers leaderboard. It looks like you need to buy coins in boosts to get on there. They have ambassadors, which is cool, fine, whatever. People in review, so I don't really understand, but it looked like profiles that were in review currently that are waiting to get out of that 24-hour period. Apparently, you could send them like random gifts, like flowers and stuff, which you buy with coins, which is really, I don't really understand the point. There was a tab called Lucky Spin. I get in there. It's like, hey, you got a free spin, and it gave me like 30% off the subscription. I was like, I'm okay. And we'll get to why. There's a frequently asked questions and guidelines tab, which is fine. There's something we're going to come back to at the very end. That'll be the last thing, and the reviews and deleting the account we'll talk about later. So let's get into what you're here for, the subscription model. Someone tried to tell me, by the way, the other day on a dating app video that I'm clearly paid by the site. No. Like, do you think I can afford that? Like, no. So I'm going to tell you what the features you get with it, and then we're going to tell you the price. It's rough. That's all I'm going to say. So the features, you get to see who likes you. You get to check your visitors. Double batch. So what that means is you get 2 times more swipes and matches. So you don't actually get unlimited swiping, by the way. You get 2 times more, and you get 2 times more of the profiles that you can look at per day. Not unlimited. Keep that in mind. Send messages to anyone, so I think that's where you can just directly send them a message. You get something called a black emblem, just to show that you've wasted your money. You get the advanced filters, which we mentioned earlier, the 3 of them. You can search by location, which is one of the features. Change your name. Incognito mode. You can hide your profile. You can go in do not disturb. And they tell you this, by the way, at the bottom. I really hope this was a misprint. Value per month for these is quoted at $1,935. $1,935. I really, really hope I read that wrong. And if for some reason I did, it's on screen now. If you don't see anything, it's correct. That is actually insane. Subscription. So yeah, it's called Luxy Black. There's no in between here. There's no premium or anything. It's Luxy Black or nothing. You get a 1-month subscription. Okay, ready? You know you're expecting like $29.99, right? Maybe a heinous price of $39.99. Okay, that's what you're thinking, aren't you? I'm telling you right now, it's like literally almost 3 times that. It is $129.99 for 1 month subscription. $129.99 for 1 month of Luxy Black. Can you imagine? That is more than my car insurance for a month. Okay? It gets worse. So the 6 month, and these are apparently on like random discounts, by the way. I don't believe any of that crap. When they'll be like, oh, like it's 30% off, like our super virtual, like our we made this discount, right? We made it out of thin air. That's what it is. It's a made up discount, right? When they have like the coins and stuff, and they'll be like, oh, by the way, like 30% off. Like, it's not 30% off, right? 6 months. Okay. Keep in mind, $129.99 for 1 month. This is their big discount, by the way. $499, $500 for a 6-month subscription. That's $83.99 per month, apparently. And then 12 months, which actually surprisingly didn't jump very much. That's supposed to be their big discount, is $599.99. So that's $600. They didn't even tell me what it was per month. They didn't want me to know. It doesn't even say. Just use a calculator. You'll get that. So that's pretty outrageous, and it doesn't get much better. So the features I mentioned earlier, you can buy with coins, like some of them, like undo feature, right? Certain things like that. So you can buy things with coins. Now, the additional things you can buy are greetings. Greetings are like a super like. So it sends 100 messages. You can customize it. 100 messages to like 100 people. And it's $12.99 a week. You can buy super likes. This is outrageous. You get 5 for 169 coins, 25 for 499 coins, or 60 for 899 coins. Now, I know you're wondering what the coins actually work out to value. We're coming to that in a moment. The undo feature is one of them for 99 coins, 5 of them for 349 coins, and 3 of them for 249 coins. And finally, you can buy some likes, so you can like more profiles. You can like buy additional likes, if that's what I mean, per day. So you get 169 coins for 5 profiles, 15 profiles for 400 coins, and then 60 for 900 coins. A lot of that 899. You'll start to see, you probably have seen that, where the numbers are pretty much around the same value, so that's a reason why. Now, here's the other problem. So the coins that we just talked about, you buy, right? You buy them for this value, $20 for 3. Oh, sorry. My bad. Okay, I read it the other way around. $20 for, another number. We'll start at the lowest first. Okay, $3.99. That's a lot better, isn't it? $3.99 for 20. Okay? So here's an idea. So 100 was one undo feature. Okay? 100 coins. So 20 coins is going to run you $4. That's $20 for an undo feature. Okay? $19.99 gives you 200 coins. Okay? Now, if you think about it, let's go back a little bit. So, undo feature, 3 of them is 249. You see why it's 249? Because now you can't buy the 20, right? You can't buy the 20. If you ever watch Josh Strife Hayes, who does like MMO reviews, he says this all the time, right? They make this price for a reason, right? The number that you need for a reason. So this is one of the worst I've ever seen. So 249 coins to get 3 undo features, okay? You're like, oh, okay. So I can't buy the 220, right? For $24. That wouldn't work. I would either have to do that or do another $4 purchase at $28. And you know what's funny? It's $249. You'd be 9 off. So you would probably just buy the 1,000, right? That's the next value that they have. Or two of the 200s, which would be $40. But 1,000 is $50. So why wouldn't you just spend the extra $10 and get 1,000, right? That's insane. 2,000 coins is $129.99. That's his 1 month subscription. And then 5,000 coins for $200. The reviews are pretty rough, as you can figure. They all almost always say scam. I'm not going to read them all, but you can you can just, I'll put them on screen anyway. So I went on the App Store. I try to get I look non-biased. I look at just the first thing that pops up and I scroll down the list, and they were pretty rough. Deleting the account was surprisingly simple, but of course it's got the big red button when you go to click it after you hit delete account. It's actually like to keep your account. And then you have to wait, like it actually like times, and it's like you got to wait like 30 seconds or something before you're allowed to delete it. The last thing I want to talk about, I have to bring my phone up for this one because I got screenshots of it. This is absolutely ridiculous. So I just want to talk about this. This is the last thing we're going to rant on, and then we'll do an overall conclusion of the Luxy. So the Luxy covers. This is another feature that's in the app, okay? So again, pictures will be on screen. screen, but I'll be reading it live over here. So what they'll have is they'll have these like random profiles that are absolutely ridiculous. Now, I just clicked on 2. That's all I did. I clicked on the first 2 I looked at. One is this girl named like Gabia, okay? And like obviously this girl's a model, okay? Like there's no like they're not gonna get like some girl that's like 320 pounds and be like, you know, and looks rough. Like they're gonna get a hot ass woman to go on here, okay? Her profile is heinous. Listen to this. It says she is back. This is like literally what she wrote. Apparently you're supposed to like, and it gave the option to like her. Like I'm not gonna do that, right? Back to the game after divorce and painful experiences. I'm Gabia, unique name you think. Yes, I'm European woman who lives in UK for 10 years. I'm ready for a new and fresh start. Perfect date idea. We walk along the seashore on a warm evening. Me in a long dress and hair carelessly tossed by the warm wind with a silk scarf draped over my carefree shoulders. We hold a glass of wine in our hands and giggle like little children in love. We watch the sun go down into the sea and the warm waves caresses our feet. No one writes that. Dating rule number 1, apparently. Be yourself and show your real emotions and intentions. Life achievements? I don't even know what this one, right? I don't know. Yeah. Had a healthy marriage and raising children by my own now. Organize an event to raise money for single parents who can't afford to live comfortably. Owning a cottage or vacation retreat on a lake, ocean, or in the woods. Rough. I have a guy's profile here too. I just want to quickly read this. I didn't even look at the whole profile on the guy, but I looked at his perfect first date as well. Candlelight, live old music, a bottle of amazing wine, sitting on a beach where we both are wearing white, having heart-to-heart meaningful conversations and connecting on a different dimension that's beyond physical. The feeling of inner peace that she is there with you. True love. And he's got some like random like video or something of like 4 people sitting out at a campfire. It was absolutely heinous reading through that. No one makes those profiles. Not one person. That's not a real profile. That is someone who was paid and wrote the most bologna that I could ever think of. Overall thoughts and conclusion on Luxy. One of the worst. Bottom 5. I would say bottom 3, honestly. A lot of the apps, when I review them, I get a lot of scammers. That's usually like what people will think will be the worst dating app. They'll be like, oh, well, like I went on and like I got harassed for my visa. That I didn't like that dating app. That's a completely fair thing, right? Because you're also not meeting real people. You're meeting bots. There was a dating app, by the way, that was like ages ago that I remember got exposed because the company just botted all the women on the. It was the cheating one, I think, actually, which is hilarious, and because it was all men. That went on there. And so what happened was the company was like, well, fuck, what do we do here, boys? So they made fake women's profiles on there. And they were like, okay, now we have women, right? And now we have guys that'll pay. And they got called out. I think they have like 1 million profiles. It was insane. But this right here, the pricing is gouging. Like, you know, it'd be like going to like, I don't even know. Like, it would literally be like going out like on a like I can't even think of an analogy. It'd be like teabagging a bear trap for the fun of it. Like it's not a good time. There's no reason on all to do it, right? And like no matter how much someone talks you out of it, you still do it, and you're like, "Wow, that was a waste of time and my effort." Yes, it was. So I didn't even get a match, but I did get messaged by like the bot. There's always like a welcome bot that's like, welcome to Luxy, and just spams you. And I think I told her to like kick rocks. Anyway, so I just got a quick look. The profiles look really simple. I'm not even probably going to show any, but the profiles look really simple. It looks fine. Like the app isn't like great or bad. It's just fine. But there was like nobody in my area. That's a common problem on these like weird apps. I think Luxy, like it's supposed to probably be like luxury, you know, if that's what I'm thinking, like a luxury dating app. And I think it's far from that. The prices are just ridiculous. Like no one's going to pay that. I hate, okay, a little bit of a rant before we end the video. I hate when people comment on the videos, dude, and they'll be like, listen, like, you know, I get bitches on, Luxy, you're a loser. You didn't pay for it. You didn't do the review. You didn't understand the science. You didn't pay for it. You didn't review it. I'm looking at what like an average person's going to go on this site and look at. And I'm telling you right now, no one is going to download that app, male or female, and be like, yeah, man, I'm going to, what was it again? Like, nobody's going to go on here and be like, hey, man, I'm feeling the Luxy 12-month subscription right now. $600. That looks pretty good. Like, no one's paying that, right? Like, I would see, like, I like Bumble, where it had the lifetime of like $129.99, right? That's literally the 1 month here. You have a lifetime. You could literally have Bumble, just log out, never use it for like 2 years. Come back, you have a lifetime subscription. How nice would that be, right? Here, 1 month. And what do you even get? You don't even get unlimited likes. Like, I actually have to just rant about this one because I'm actually this mad about how they're ripping off people. Like, if someone actually bought this dating app, if one of you did and bought this dating app and was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna pay for Luxy Black this month, even just the 1 month, like, you should just be like executed in the street. There's no reason. Like, don't do it. Like, this is by far the worst subscription model I've ever seen. I've seen bad, like Zoosk, where they just lock the site down. You're like, you can't even use it. eHarmony, where they're like, oh yeah, we offer refunds after the 3rd day, and I went to get a refund. They're like, no, you're in Canada, so we don't do that. Oh, there goes like $500. But you know what? I had it. I had it for like, I don't even know. It wasn't $500 though. I think it was like $300. Match.com, other sites like that, a lot of money. Again, like, people rag on Tinder, and I do too, because I think it's mainly notorious now for like kind of more like very casual relationships, which is fine. If that's what you're into. But it's cheap. Right? You go buy like Tinder Gold. You don't have to buy the full Tinder, right? Like because there's like 3 levels to it. But if you just buy Tinder Gold, right? I remember like, and this was ages ago. It might be more now. It was like $10 a month. 10. This is 12. Like, it's 13 times the value. Thinking like Tom Howard, 16 times the detail. Anyway, that's all. That's really all I got. We could be here for 30 minutes ranting about this. It's that outrageous. Anyway, so if you guys want me to review another dating app, please comment. Let me know, and we'll get around to it. I know, I'm playing Guild Wars a lot. So, all right, take it easy, everybody. That's been it. I don't recommend it. Don't ever use it. Don't try it. All right, peace.